Welcome to Faith Talk. I'm Reverend J. Stuart Glover, and today we're discussing a topic of vital importance. That topic being the ever-present need for young adults in our faith communities. As we navigate an increasingly complex and fast-paced world, our church communities continue to live out our faith traditions, even in these challenging times. However, one of the greatest challenges we now face is the engagement of young adults, or the lack thereof. This moment in history is crucial, not only for the future of the church, but also for the wellness of young people navigating along their life journey. So why young adults matter for the continuity of our faith traditions? We can talk about that for just a brief moment. The church is not just an institution, it's a living community that passes down its beliefs, values, and practices from one generation to the next. Without the involvement of young adults, this sacred continuity is at risk. Faith communities serve as spiritual homes where generations come together to grow, learn, and serve. Young adults are the vital link between the past and the future. They carry forward our traditions while also bringing fresh perspectives and renewed vitality. By being active in a faith community, young adults can play a key role in making sure that the teachings and practices stay relevant for future generations. Their participation, whether in leadership, volunteering, or simply contributing new ideas, keeps the church alive and vibrant. Without their engagement, the church's mission may stall. The church itself won't die. That's not how the story ends. But if young adults step away, the question becomes, who will carry our traditions forward? So then we must remember that we also have a moral and a spiritual obligation to mentor and train young adults as future leaders in the church. We need to prepare future ministry leaders for a changing world. The world is changing rapidly, and the church must continue to be a voice of love, justice, and moral clarity. And young adults are uniquely positioned to lead us through these changes. The need for pastors, trustees, deacons, and ministry leaders to invest in training the next generation is more urgent now than ever. By nurturing their leadership potential, we ensure that the church remains vibrant, relevant, and able to meet future challenges. You see, young adults bring a passion for justice, inclusivity, and authenticity, qualities essential for the church's future. And by embracing mentorship from current leaders, they will be better equipped for future ministry, whether in formal leadership or simply living out their faith in daily life. The church can offer a space for young adults to be nurtured, challenged, and prepared for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Then there's the personal growth and wellness aspect of young adults engaging a faith community, being part of it. Being part of a faith community can offer young adults a range of benefits, from personal support. The church can offer access to pastoral counseling, spiritual direction, professional counselors, and mentors that provide essential resources for navigating life's uncertainties. Whether these uncertainties are due to career pressures, changing social dynamics, or personal challenges, it is the faith community that can create spaces of stability, belonging, and a pathway toward holistic wellness. According to the Springtide Research Institute, young adults increasingly value mentorship and authentic personal connections. More than 25% of young adults that were surveyed reported having mentors in their lives, and those with strong mentor relationships were found to have a greater sense of purpose and meaning. This points to the fact that young adults thrive when they have access to guidance from trusted mentors within their community. Now, faith communities can seize the opportunity to offer a network of relationships that provide young adults with the support they need to manage life's complexities and to grow personally. Why are we having this conversation? Well, there's been a troubling exodus of young adults from the church. Several studies, including those from the Pew Research Center and other sources, highlight a decrease in regular church attendance, especially among millennials and Gen Z. Pew Research found that younger generations were already less religiously engaged before the pandemic, and COVID-19 exacerbated this trend. Pew Research also noted that during the pandemic, 43% of millennials and younger adults either stopped attending services entirely or decreased attendance significantly. And the online offerings didn't really make up for their disassociation from organized religious institutions. The Springtide Research Institute shows us that young adults increasingly value mentorship and personal connection. And yes, those who do have mentors are more likely to feel a sense of purpose and meaning. So ultimately, this episode is an invitation to young adults to see themselves as essential contributors to the future of the faith, tradition, and the betterment of the world. The church needs your energy, your ideas, and your passion, not to preserve the status quo, but to help shape a future that reflects the values of love, justice, and community. You can make a real difference by participating in service projects and outreach and social justice initiatives that impact your community, your peers, and the world in meaningful ways. So while many young adults have distanced themselves from organized religion for sometimes understandable reasons, now is the time to re-engage, not just for the continuity of the church, but for personal wellness and the good of the world that we are called to serve. You can be agents of change and carry the ministry of reconciliation forward. I'm Reverend J. Stuart Glover, and you have been listening to Faith Talk. Please continue to pray for our young adults. These episodes are available on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, YouTube, and other podcast platforms. I would appreciate if you share with your family and friends. Thank you for listening and being a part of our global audience. God bless you. See you next time.